Hey everyone, this is just a quick guide of Google Drive, just a general how to get around and maybe look at some of the features that you might not have been aware of before. So let's get started. Okay, firstly, let's look at how to access Google Drive. Now, there's actually a few ways that you can kind of get into your Google Drive storage area. The most common way, or I find the most easiest way, is if you're already using Google Chrome, when you want to create a new tab, it generally gives you this blank space, and at the top right hand corner there's this grid of squares. If you click that, and even when I hover over, it says Google Apps. So if I click that one, I should be able to access, so I can access Google Docs and my email, my Gmail, but here you'll see that there's Google Drive. Now, depending on what kinds of applications from Google you use, you can actually rearrange these things. So let's say if I use Slides more often, I might put it there. If I use Mail there, you kind of can reorder it to your preferences and frequency of use. So that's getting to Google Drive. Okay, so another I guess feature or great advantage when it comes to Google Drive is its integration with Gmail. So if I just open up my email right here, I've sent myself a picture of a dog. And if I go into the email here, and I can see the picture of the dog, there's this little button here, and it allows me to save directly to my drive. So in doing so, it's been added to my drive. If I want to access it, we can obviously go here as well if you're in Gmail, and press Drive. The next kind of feature is more specific to Google Docs. So if I just create a new Google Doc, there's a few things that we can do here. Let's just name it first. So with this Google Doc, I can actually share it. There's a button to share. And at the moment it says private only to me. Here's where I can write the email address of whoever I want to send it to. So I'm going to choose my personal email. And I can add a note too. And this button here, if you tick it, will notify the person of this email saying that I've sent permission for you to edit this document. This button here allows me to change the permissions. So if I just wanted this other person to view only, I could change that, or I could give them full permissions and allow them to edit the document. So I can send it there. If you go back to that share button, I'll just show you something in addition. So let's say you've shared this with a few people and you're wanting to kind of organize the permissions that you've given out. If we click this button here, Advance, you can see that I am the owner here, and then this other person has permissions to edit, and I can change that. So that's just a great way of just organizing all collaborators for the document. Okay, so here I have a document on dogs, and you can see it's quite, messy, because I've just chucked all the data from Wikipedia basically straight into this document. Let's say I'm collaborating with someone, and I want to kind of make comments on this document before they edit it. I can do so by highlighting and then pressing this add a comment button. And so here I'm going to say, I can write my comment. So I can say, hey, can you please tidy this bit up? And then it'll kind of stick there. You can also assign people to particular areas. So if I wanted this section to be edited by another person, I can write plus. I can assign it, and that area is now assigned to that other person. Another cool feature of within Google Docs is this little star. Now, if you're working on something and you want to be able to find it easily, the star is a great way to allow you to find it. So what you do is go back to your drive and you can go to your starred and it'll appear right here. In addition, right next to it, you have this little file icon. That allows you to move it into whatever folder you want to. So you remember when we created it, it was just in the general area, the general My Drive area. This area, this little file icon, allows you to move it into whatever folder, depending on how you want to organize that. So the great thing about Google Docs is its kind of auto save function. So everything is automatically saved to the cloud. It progressively saves versions of your document as you're working on it. So this allows you to go back and retrieve older versions if you like. So you can see the last edit was 3 hours ago. So you can actually click that and you can see the different versions that occurred and when these edits were made. And if you want to revert to another version, you can just restore this version. You can go back to here and restore something that happened on the 2nd of October at 1:51 p.m. With Google Docs again, you have the option of creating templates. So you can start a Google Doc from a template. And this will give you some options that they've pre-made that you can use. You can also create your own, so you can submit a template and upload that. That gives you a little bit more flexibility or more customization to set it up like you would potentially in Word, though there are some limitations and it probably won't be the same, won't have the same kind of customizability as you would with Word. But it's another alternative to setting something up, setting a document template up that you want to regularly use when collaborating with others. So you can also access Google Drive on your phone, but what you have to do is you'd have to download the Google Drive app. Your app should look something like this. So if we go into the app, so here's the Google Drive. Everything that was on my computer is now on my phone, and I can add a new document from here as well, and it'll save to the same cloud storage area for me to access on my phone or my computer. So that's all we have today for our quick overview of Google Drive. Hopefully that was helpful for you, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. See ya!